What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Friday Live with Lauren. You made it. Congratulations. It is Friday. It's my birthday week. This is going to be a phenomenal show. Start commenting. Tell us where you're at. Where are you joining us from? I have a really fun guest today. We're on a live stream. We're going to talk all about getting you on video and the things you can do to do it yourself. I'm going to bring on Joey Hammond from Producify. Everybody give me a warm welcome with Joey. What's up, Joey?
What's up? Hey, Lauren, how are you?
I am well. Thank you so much for joining me today. Everyone, if you are watching, Joey is actually, pointing this way, Joey is actually in the office with me today. He is in another office right now, but we co-work in the same building. And I'm super excited to have Joey here today. So comment, tag Joey in the comments, follow him. Let me put up Producify. All right, Joey, let me switch you and me. Let's get you big. Tell everybody a little bit about you.
Well, first off, I wanted to actually say happy birthday. And I know it's your birthday, so I kind of got you a little something. So I hope you like tequila.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Good stuff. So Producify is a simple way to create content fast. We are a content creation company that creates full-scale video production, animation videos, and we also empower our clients to film content themselves and then send it back to us to Producify, which means we take a 45-minute interview and then cut that down to about a 90-second engaging video with text and B-roll and interviews all wrapped around to have a nice solid branding video.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Simple, sweet, concise. Okay, everybody, y'all see all these logos around us today. We don't normally have all these things around us. Look at all of the companies who are joining in on the fun. They're all going to give away something amazing to you all today. So before I forget, let me just start with all the giveaways. We'll talk about them really quick, and then we'll go into all the fun topics we have. But I know you guys care about the stuff, and we had some companies really show up today. So all right, y'all, everybody tag Sendoso. What's up, Katie Penner from Sendoso? Thank you for hooking your girl up. This is a DIY do-it-yourself ice cream kit. This is from True Scoops, which is their featured vendor of the month. So tag Sendoso if you would like to win that. Joey's going to give away a Belkin iPhone MagSafe grip. I think he's got one. I've got one. We both were talking about this. I don't know if I can show you. Look, there we go. He's going to give away one of these. We'll talk about this, how that could help you. Tag Producify for that. Tom Slocum's in the house. He's going to give away a 30-minute chat and 35 ready-to-go emails from Tom. Big shout out to Grove Cookie Company. They welcomed a new addition. Everybody say what's up to Raymond Reed, Patrick Hogard. We are birthday week twins, I think, or month twins, because he's now in the world. So everybody give Grove Cookie Company some love. We're really excited for them. And then Melissa from Expert Background Solutions coming through with the Amazon gift card. You all know you got some stuff in your cart. And then I'm going to do a giveaway today. We're going to do a Lessons with Lauren S. hat. So if you want to win a Lessons with Lauren S. hat, tag LWL. Y'all got a lot of stuff to tag. Don't spell it wrong. Make sure you tag it correctly, and I will let you know at the end of the show who is the winner. You do have to be in the United States. Sorry for that. I don't ship the stuff out, so I don't make the rules, but you have to be in the United States, and you can only win one prize this show. So you will not win the same prize. Sorry, guys. You only win one time this episode. All right, Joey, we got so many people tuning in. We got to say what's up to Carrie. Thank you for searching. He says that he's got the boat docked since it's a live stream. Carrie's always a jokester. What's up, Andrew? Andrew's open to connect. Katie Penner's in the house. Katie, we love you, Katie. Cheryl, hi, Cheryl. My mother showed up. Thanks for the birthday wish, Mom. Miss Jamie Yates is in the house. Carrie's tuning in. Mark, Gerald. Mark is local to us in Boca. Joey, that's somebody you should probably meet as well. Mr. Dean LeBay, Evan Patterson, Nomi Slack. Y'all, there are so many people. Liz is here. Liz went out with me for my birthday last night. Jason knows that I'm 29 forever. We got Seattle in the house. Melissa's here. We got Houston here. Chicago in the house. Joey, people are from everywhere. Where are you from originally?
I grew up in South Jersey.
South Jersey. We got anybody from Jersey in the house? Nomi says that she's joining from the depth of hell. Oklahoma City. We are hotter than the sun. Nomi, I get you. I get it. We got Tennessee in the house. 2 offices. What's up, Max? Max at the one with us. He's watching today. Perry said if a bird can drink, it would be a great read. Tequila Mockingbird. There you go. Lauren Simon doesn't drink, dance, or smoke. She's a good girl. Know me clearly. Haha. Yeah. LOL. There's the joke. Happy birthday, Lauren. Thank you, Lisa. He said tequila, Lauren. Liz knew what kind of night we had. Video got Nomi her last job. Nomi, yes. Nomi's coming on the show. We're going to talk about that in the future. So sorry. We got a lot of comments. Y'all, I can't even pull them all up. But what's up, Trevor? I'm trying to say hi to the people that I didn't say hi to. If you're tuning in, we love you. Keep tuning in. Keep commenting. Joey and I got a lot to talk about, though. So share the show, and we're going to move on with it. So first topic of the day, and this is a big one on LinkedIn. You all know when it comes to branding yourself, there's a lot that goes on in branding yourself, right, Joey?
A lot.
A
Yeah.
lot. So somebody's watching today and maybe they haven't started thinking about branding themselves. Where do you think that they start with this?
Oh, that's a good one. Well, I mean, first you want to start with defining your brand, right? So consider your unique qualities, skills, values, sort of what sets you apart. Then you're going to want to think about like your ideal target audience, right? So demographics, interests, needs. And then one of the main advantages of creating video content is the ability to showcase your personality, being authentic, genuine, and letting your true self shine. This is really where video is going to help with that and be able to like help people connect.
I definitely think video kind of also adds this layer of trust, right? It's like I'm definitely getting involved with who I think I'm getting involved with because you're not faking it. I know later we're going to talk about using AI to help us in video, but when it comes to really branding yourself and putting yourself out there in front of someone, do you feel like that trust and credibility is built faster by using video?
Yeah, but I want to like take a step back on that because what you're saying is totally correct, but that's when you're doing it right. And I think some people they go in and look, it can be a little bit we're not always open like that. And so it can be a little bit guarded where maybe you're trying to be somebody else. Like where I'll get somebody that maybe they're not a suit and tie kind of person, and then they're going to do their video and they're showing up in a suit and tie, and it's not who they are, and it comes off unauthentic. And so maybe they're reading from a script and it's not even their script. They didn't even write it, and they're not really able to get those sort of things out. So like I've seen your videos and how you are, Lauren, and you are your true self, and you're out there and you're authentic. And so it does work. It does build trust when you do it that way.
Okay, so for the people who are out there and maybe they're doing it wrong, right? So first give us an example of what does it look like when somebody's doing it wrong?
So when somebody's doing it wrong, I think they're trying to be somebody else from a messaging standpoint. You're unconfident and you're not really presenting your true self. So you're not believing what you're saying, or your tone is all off. Like be you. If you're not funny, don't be funny. It's not going to come off funny, right? And if you are funny, don't try to hold that side of you back. Let it shine and let it sort of come out.
100%. I work with a lot of clients for job search strategy sessions. And when I work with them, I tell them all the time, I'm like, listen, I can do the work for you and I can write the email and I can do the things, but you're going to show up to the interview and they're not going to be talking to you. They're going to be talking to Lauren. So we have to sit down and really work on the wording and, like you're saying, the tonality and all of those things. And you really have to perfect it for yourself. So when it came to like branding yourself, when you started thinking about, okay, I need to build a brand, was it for your business?
Yeah. So branding myself, I mean, it's where do I got to think of when did I start that, right? I never thought that would be something I'd have to do personally. So it just sort of morphed that way. Starting a business and going out there and speaking to people, and there was no video in that, but you're still sort of branding yourself. And I don't think I was very good at it in the beginning. I was probably like pretty awful. I actually had a friend of mine. We were at this like networking sort of group, and he would always be like, you keep like leaning over the chair when you're speaking and whatnot. But that I think leads to like being around people that can give you good feedback and kind of saying, hey, you're showing up this way when you're thinking you're showing up that way, and sort of tweaking it, and then I got to a point where it was like, okay, I need to start doing more videos, and not just showing what we do, but showing myself, and giving tips. And so one of the things that's worked for me as far as like branding and whatnot, and like sort of the content, has been more tutorials, interviews, educating people, and that's sort of helped me brand myself.
I love that. When I first got on video, it wasn't necessarily in my head like this drawn out process of I'm going to brand myself using videos. I'm getting on LinkedIn about a year and a half ago, and there weren't that many people on LinkedIn posting videos.
Right.
And in my head, it was like, well, do the thing that's different so you can stand out. And somebody literally, I posted so many videos. They're like, Lauren, you're like spam in my feed. All I see is videos of you. And it's like, well, that's the point. Now you're paying attention, and now you're watching at least one of the three that I posted today. Right today, y'all remember the days when I was posting 9 times a day on LinkedIn. I apologize for that. But there was a time when I got on video, it was just to be different. But then I really learned the power that came with video, and really how much you could brand yourself. I'm curious if anybody's in the comments, anybody watching, has branding been something that's changed for you over the last year? Are you guys working on your personal brand? Is this something that like y'all, that was 2022 talk? What are you talking about? We over it now? Give me kind of your opinion if you're listening. Let us know. Is this something that y'all still care about? Because in my opinion, it's just going to get more and more important as time goes for us to really, really, like you're saying, not just be our authentic self, but the way sales is going is changing, and it's all about these relationships y'all are building, and video really helps you get to those relationships.
Yeah. Yeah. Good time.
All right, we're going to talk about, if you are watching and you're like, Lauren, I want to get on video, but I don't know where to start. Joey and I had a great conversation the other day about the fact that it doesn't have to be this like big production. It's pretty simple if you want to get started. So, I want to talk a little bit about planning and the planning that goes into creating video content. So, if somebody's thinking about planning videos right now, where do you lead them? What do you say?
Yeah. So I think it starts with, okay, well, what type of content do we want to record? So you're going to want to come up with. It's going to depend. Is it for a company, a corporation? Is it somebody like solo? What are sort of the goals in that? So a general idea is you should start with, well, we need an about us video, who we are. If it's for a company, we might also need a company culture video. The next thing you're going to want to do is something that's trying to attract new business, or is it a product demo video? So coming up with sort of these inspirational stories, if you will, and the topics of content. So that would be the first step. Then the next step is, okay, well, do I want a full scale production crew to film my videos, or is this something that we're starting out? I'm doing it myself, right? Like we've been doing Zoom calls for the last 3 years. I think I'm pretty like comfortable on with my webcam or my phone. I want to give that a shot. And so if you're going to be shooting on your phone, I can kind of break down a bunch of steps on sort of how to do that. So first, again, let's say that if you have somebody where you're filming somebody for an office and you have an executive and they're very busy and they don't have a lot of time and you're trying to enroll them in doing the video, having an assistant there to help with setting up the phone themselves so that executive can just walk in, sit down and shoot is going to make it a lot easier and less stressful for them. So that would be something to think about. If you're doing it yourself, okay, pretty simple. You're going to need one of these, phone, not necessarily the back, but a phone for sure. And then you're going to need a small tripod or selfie stick. And then you should have a little ring light and possibly a microphone, right? So those are the basics that you need. You absolutely need a tripod or selfie stick. You can find them on Amazon for maximum $30. It's basically a little tabletop tripod that'll work perfect for you.
Or you'll be like me with my arms moving in my videos, and we're always doing this. Like that's the Lauren, y'all. We're
Oh
outside
no.
today.
Oh no. Um,
Okay, I can own it. I can own it. That's what I do. Y'all, I
uh,
need the tripod apparently.
that's all right if it works, but like typically a tripod's going to really be your friend. Now, the next thing, as far as lighting goes, I really like these little clip-on lights that you can clip on your phone or your computer. I don't like the lights that you need a light stand and a power source. The way I look at it is if it takes you about 20 minutes to set up your light that day, that's 20 reasons why I'm not doing the video that day. Like, so you want to make it, if you're not doing it a lot, it can be uncomfortable in the beginning, and you want to make it as easy as possible. And so simple light is the way to go. As far as a microphone goes, it kind of depends. Look, these iPhones, they have a giant microphone here that's meant for talking, and they're pretty good. Now, they're not as good as a professional microphone, but you can get by pretty good if you're in a proper portrait shot or close enough to your camera. And I'm going to kind of go into portrait shot next, but you can get away without a microphone if you're in like a nice sounding room, if you will. Otherwise, Amazon's got some great ones that you can buy for like $60, and I'll go to gear.
Nomi chimed in that you can get a lot of this stuff at Five Below. So if you're watching and you want an affordable thing, like you can go find these phone lights at Five Below. You can find selfie sticks at Five Below. Nomi, great call there
Yeah.
on a cheap place where y'all can go get this stuff to use this. I'm also wondering how like cringe you felt when I carried in my light that needed a power source. And Joey came in and like helped me set up my shot. Y'all see I don't have a big like open gap here anymore. Like we came in and we rearranged the room because even though I have a podcast studio here, it's shared. So every time I walk in, everything's different and it's all a little tweaked and adjusted. And today Joey came in and he really helped me set it up. And I feel much more confident in the way my camera's facing me. I don't feel like I have this huge gap.
Thank you.
Thank you. But I was also open to the feedback, y'all, which is the other thing I want to say that Joey pointed out a minute ago that I kind of just let slide because he was talking. But you got to be open and willing to hear feedback from people when it comes to your video, when it comes to branding yourself and all of these things. So be open-minded when it comes to that kind of thing. If somebody says something like to adjust this or do that, they're not being critical of you. They want you to be better. And in the beginning, when I got on video, I thought people were being really critical of me, and it's not. It's to help you. So there's just one thing I wanted to point out really quick.
No, yeah, you're right. And it's hard. I will say I'm like the biggest critic of myself. It's like it's very hard for me to even watch my own videos because it's tough to watch yourself. It's weird, you know. And I'll critique all kinds of stuff, which is you almost have to step away from. But I'm going to go into the portrait, how to set up a portrait shot. I think that'll help out a lot of people that are doing their videos. So to set up a portrait shot, that's like your quintessential shot, right? We both basically have about as close as it gets to a portrait shot. And it's really easy. The easiest way to do it is you want to be, if you're using an iPhone or like a regular sort of point and shoot camera or webcam, you want to be an arm's distance from your camera. So that's it. Arm's distance. Anybody that's an arm's distance, that's your perfect head. Your head is almost at the top of the frame, and then your chest is slightly just a little bit above the bottom of the frame. That is your perfect portrait shot. So hand is just anybody, no matter how tall or short they are, you're at arm's distance from your phone or your camera, you're going to have a portrait shot. And then from there, you want to raise the camera just slightly above eye level, but not too much. If you go too high, you're going to look and you're going to tilt it down slightly. You'll look a little too small into the camera. And vice versa, if you go too low and you're pointing up, it's going to look like you're like looking down at your audience, and you really don't want to have that look either. So a little above eye level if you can, arm's distance away. And then the next thing to think about is your background, right? So in regards to backgrounds, if you're filming on like a blank wall, so to speak, what you'd want to do is be the same thing, an arm's distance from your wall, at least at a minimum, to prevent shadowing. Right. So you've got your light, and now you don't want to have that like crazy harsh like interrogation shadow behind you. And the easiest way to get rid of that is if you're another arm's distance from your background at a minimum. After that, like my background is way further than an arm's distance. It doesn't matter at that point. But speaking of the background, you do want to make sure if you don't have a plain wall, you want to make sure that you don't have anything like sticking out of the back of your head, right? So if I kind of like move my shot a little bit, I might have like, I don't know, one of these like lights or whatnot, like kind of poking out like that. And you're not going to want that. So try to keep as much not behind you as possible. Things to the left and to the right, totally like fair game, and that's okay. And a lot of times your editors can actually like cut out things on your left or your right. So like for instance, I have the this map here on my right side, and I could have, if I didn't like it in post-production, I could just have the editor make that a white wall or change it up and whatnot. So don't get so caught up too much with the things, like taking things off the wall. Just make sure they're not behind your head. And also try to avoid windows. Really, if you want to shoot through a window, you should be saving that for like the pros, when you have 4 people come up with a producer and director and a camera op and lighting, and they can adjust that, because you're going to need some really powerful lights to shoot through a window. It can be done on an iPhone, but it's a tough thing to juggle. And I just think as you're starting out, I think you should kind of keep it a little basic.
Keep it simple, stupid. That's my favorite acronym of all time. KISS, y'all. But really, keep it simple. Like he's saying, at the end of the day, when you get to like shooting through windows and all this crazy, like it doesn't have to be an elaborate production. Just keep it simple. Make sure there's not like a piece of a leaf or a fake potted plant sticking out from behind your head. That's happened to me before. I was like, what was that? And it was literally like a green part of a plant. Very funny, at like Christmas time, one time I am in a picture and there's like horns behind me from like the wall, because I just happened to be standing in the wrong place, like y'all know. But these are really good tips, like the arm's length distance away. Obviously I can't reach the wall, I'm too
Right.
far away for that, but all of these tips and tricks, if you just want something simple and you want it to look good, these will all really, really help you. And they're not like, oh my gosh, it's got to be a big production type thing.
Right.
Y'all,
Yep.
keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Simple.
Keep it simple. A couple other things, just some general quick things. Try to use a phone that's 2 years old or newer. In the camera settings, make sure that you're shooting in 4K. Almost every phone that's like 5 years old or newer, I think, can shoot in 4K now. And 4K will give you the ability to it'll just have a higher resolution and will let you zoom in on your edits. So especially if, for instance, maybe you didn't do the perfect headroom for that portrait shot, you can zoom in post and then make that perfect shot. So that's why one of the number of reasons you want to film in 4K. Also, you want to take off, at least for an iPhone, you want to take off HDR. It's an automatic setting on your phone, and you just go into settings, the settings tab, and then video, and then in there, make sure HDR is deselected. You won't know that it's a weird issue until you bring it into your editing software, and then your whole video will look overexposed, and you won't understand, because when you watch it on your phone, it'll look perfect. But then in like an editing software like Premiere or any of them, it'll look really, really overexposed, and the colors will be off. So
as I'm sitting here in my phone settings, y'all changing things. Like, this is literally, you should be learning this right now. Go to your phone settings. Come on, get your phone out. Do you have an iPhone?
yeah.
No, I
And
didn't even know this like list existed in my settings. Y'all,
yeah,
we
so if you
learning
go,
something
just so
today.
you know, if you're on the camera setting here, and then
Uh-huh.
you go to where is it? Just had it up. Where it says record video, it's right below formats. It says record video.
Yeah.
Click on that and then scroll, and it's like the third to the bottom. It'll say HDR.
So turn that off, and then
Turn it
you said
off.
I should be in 4K at which one? There's
I
options.
4K at 24 FPS. That's frames per second, and that's what our natural eyes see at that frame rate. And all like cinema movies are filmed at 24 frames per second or 24p. Where like the news TV shows, they're usually filmed at 30, and it has like a little bit. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of 30. It just has a
Okay.
weird like little look. Where 24 is the standard.
I think this is the first time that I just learned something live on air, and I was like, whoa. We have a question from Matt. He says, how
Yeah.
much bandwidth do you recommend?
Do you mean like streaming, or do you mean like how much room on the actual phone for like to record like a minute of video or something?
Let us know what you mean, Matt, so we can answer it more specifically. We got some new people tuning in. What's up from Atlanta in the house? What do you recommend for Android users?
As far as phones go,
Mm-hmm.
they're all great phones, so it would be the same as the iPhone in the sense that anything that's 2 years old or newer is going to be really excellent. I mean, you're splitting hairs on which one is better, but from a video standpoint and quality, they're all going to be really good. Actually, one thing that's important that I didn't go over is the camera on the phone. You always want to use the back one, always. I use the front one, and it's I use the front one a lot because I use teleprompter apps, but the back one has the best quality, the best colors, the best image, like over the top, the best. The new iPhone 14, the front camera's decent, but the back is like 10 times better. And that's the same with all Android phones.
I was waiting for someone to say it.
What they say.
No, me said get an iPhone, throw it away. I was waiting.
No, it's
I'm
not,
sorry,
no,
y'all. You
Google
know.
makes great phones. That's not true. I've gotten great quality from some Android phones. So I do have an iPhone, but Androids are awesome. So I'm not gonna like,
It's funny. I actually know someone who has an iPhone that they talk off of, but they have an Android that they take pictures with because they think the camera is just that much better. I mean, y'all, to each their own. Do what you want. Just
yeah.
put your camera out and take the picture.
It's what you're used to. Oh, by the way, as far as framing the shot goes, I highly recommend that you do horizontal. So you film your videos this way, not this way. You can always take a video that you filmed horizontal and then recut it to go for square, or 9:16, where the other way is very challenging.
Yeah, y'all don't make it harder for yourself later on, or harder for the person who's going to edit your videos for you. I had to say hi to my sister really quick. What's up, Kelly? I know you're having a hard day. Thanks for tuning in. Nomi says that they were with us until now. Sorry, Nomi. You can have an Android phone. We're not gonna hate. We're not gonna hate. All love here for all the phones.
Yes, they're all great.
By the way, Nomi, really quick, this one's for you. Liz, who's watching, Liz for my birthday donated to Free Mom Hugs. Y'all go donate to Free Mom Hugs. But that was my birthday present from Liz, was a donation to Free Mom Hugs. And we're gonna go give out some Free Mom Hugs in the next month. So we all talked about it. We do have a question. Courtney says, how do you turn horizontal videos into vertical ones?
Sure. You just zoom in. So basically, if you looked at like my shot right now, we would just zoom in and you would just lose the sides. You'd still have me perfectly in the shot. Or the same thing for Lauren. We would just slim the sides. And that's why it's so much.
Take all of this away.
Right. So you do need to think about that a little bit when you're recording, where it really wouldn't be a big deal as far as an interview goes. But if you were recording like footage or B-roll of like maybe a product shot, you'd want to make sure that the products that you're featuring are sort of in the center of the frame versus like on the sides if you're doing like multiple, because you'll lose them when you go to square.
There you go. And that's how it's done. See, y'all, come learn something new today. Okay, really quick, before we go into our next topic, I got to bring up the giveaways again, because we had all these amazing people give me all of this stuff to give away. And y'all, only a few of you have like entered to win some of this stuff. So, I mean, if you haven't entered to win, the chances are pretty good. The cookies look like everybody wants the cookies, but y'all, there's 2 ways to win cookies. You can tag Grove Cookie Company, and you can do the hashtag CAAS, cookies as a service is what that stands for. So do both of those, please win some cookies, or I will just take all the cookies. I mean, they're really yummy. I think Joey needs some cookies too. Get that time in with Tom Slocum from the SD Lab. We have all of these things we're giving away. Let's pop them up really quick. Sendoso, DIY ice cream. Joey's giving away a Belkin MagSafe. Why don't you tell everybody what this is really quick?
Oh, yeah, sure. So this is so cool because Mac updated some of their settings a couple of months ago, and you can use your iPhone now really easily as a webcam. So, and it's 10 times better than any webcam that any computer has. So really cool. You just magnet right to your phone, and then it's got this little cool flip, and you just put it right on your computer, and then you're using your phone as your webcam. And then you don't need a selfie stick or anything. They're really awesome. And it's got like a little flip out here for if you're on a plane and you want to watch movies on your phone and not, on the TV that most planes have.
Or if you just wanna stick your finger through it to hold onto your phone so you don't drop it, that's what I do with it because I feel like I'm gonna drop my phone all the time. And when I have this, I don't have, like, a pop socket on the back of my phone, so I don't actually use this part as a stand, I literally use it to hold it and hold my phone. But this is something that when Joey showed me this, I literally, like, the next day went and got one. So, it's been a game changer for me, I know it'll really help you guys too. So tag Producify to win one of these. Tom Slocum with the emails. Grove Cookie Co. with the little baby. Yeah. Y'all, it's so exciting when someone has a baby. I don't know about you. Somebody kicked me in the ovaries. I don't need another one. Okay. Amazon gift card from Expert Background Solutions. And then tag LWL if you want a Lessons with Lauren hat. It does come in black and pink. So if you don't like black and pink, don't enter to win. Okay, Joey and I also wore the Producify colors today.
Yeah.
I'm saying I did this on purpose for him. It might have been a complete random accident, but Producify colors. Okay, we got some more fun stuff. Let's get into our next topic. We're already halfway through, and we're not even halfway through the topic. So, all right, we're gonna talk about editing. So when we get into editing, where do people need to focus their time? Because a lot of people waste a lot of time editing videos.
Yeah. So before you edit, the secret sauce, the Producify secret sauce, is 100% transcribe your interviews. So before you actually edit, you should transcribe all of them. So let's say I do a 10-minute interview and I'm going to now try to edit that to 90 seconds. Or let's say I'm going to interview 5 different employees at a company and we're going to make a company culture video. And each one of them is like 5 minutes long. And we know we're going to make just a shorter 3-minute video. We're going to transcribe every single one of those interviews. Then we're going to put that in Google. And now we're going to be able to search for the exact sound bites that we want. We're going to be able to cross out really fast and easily all the different things we don't want. And we're going to be able to see, oh, well, that line, half of that line works with this other paragraph, like 2 pages down, and we can sort of merge them. And it also works really well for compliance. And it's a really, really fast way to edit your video, even though you haven't edited it yet. It also is super amazing for when you are working in big teams and you might need 10 people to like review the content and what it's going to be and whatnot. And now instead of making all of these people, you've already now had an editor at whatever their hourly rate is, cutting all of this together and then showing it to somebody and they're like, hey, that's not the message we're looking for. And you burn through all those hours. You can quickly do that with a transcription. The other stuff I like about transcriptions are that you can take, once you're approved, you can take that copy and now you have copy for your blog post, copy for your social media post, copy for the description for YouTube. And then the next level in that would be, you've already shot your video, you already edited it, it's done. And 6 months from now, you're like, hey, we need to do another video about whatever it is. International Women's Day is coming up and we want to get some sound bites. And you may not need to reshoot a video. You might be able to just go into your library of already transcribed interviews. And there's probably so many raw takes that you didn't even use because it didn't fit for that particular video. But you can quickly, easily say, you're looking for something about culture. You can just Google search culture in that doc. And now you've got all that great content really fast. So that's our secret sauce for transcription. Highly recommend it. The companies that I use, I think Rev is the gold standard for transcription. So rev.com, R-E-V, they're the best. They can be pricey. So I think I forget what their rates are. It might be like $2 a minute or something like that. So if you have a 60-minute, interview, it could sort of add up. They also have an AI version of it. It's not as good because their real version is done by humans, and it is like seriously like 99% accurate which is a big deal when you're trying to search words, right? Their AI is good at like a quarter of the price. And then there's also another program that we've used. It's called Simon Says, and they are also like AI. That they are only AI based, and they are a lot less, but they're not as accurate. So it just depends on how long your interviews are and whatnot. You don't want to spend, the whole idea is for it to be fast, right? So you don't want to have to spend like 2 hours looking through a Word doc and going, wait, they didn't say cigarettes, they said the name of their company, and it just keeps replacing it with like some weird word and doesn't make sense in the transcription. So that's it for transcription. But I
There's
have a whole
definitely some things that AI it can slow us down if it's not monitored properly, right?
yeah, but it's still amazing. So both of those are great. I like Rev Regular, but definitely I think that is a really great way to streamline your edits. So now you've got your script now done from these transcriptions. The next thing to do is go into your edits. And how are you going to do that? I work with editors all over. My team uses different programs. The most popular one is going to be Adobe Premiere. That's what most of my team uses, and what I like about it, because we're working on projects with 24-hour turnaround times, and we got the footage that day, and it might take my team literally like 18 hours to do that project. And how can I have one editor work 18 hours straight? That's impossible, and it's just not going to be good quality work. So what's great about Premiere is that I can have somebody work on a project for 5 to 8 hours. They can log off, and the project is all saved in the cloud. The footage is there, and the project, everything is linked. And then the other editor can just log in, download, and it's seamless. And so that's what works. That's a great product that works for us. Final Cut's great. I have editors that work on Final Cut. There's another one called DaVinci Resolve. I believe that's free. Great product, fun to use. Avid's a good one. My kids love CapCut, which
I use CapCut.
Okay, yeah. So CapCut's like pretty cool. I use that for like my phone, for like mobile. Like if I'm out with like, my family, my wife, and we like go somewhere, we're like filming a bunch of stuff. CapCut, although it is an editor, it's also like, we could talk about AI and whatnot, but it's kind of an AI editor, right? Because you just throw all these like things in there, and you're going to get like something that probably look really cool for travel. I don't know how it necessarily, the AI would work as far as like a marketing video, but people are sort of, there's parallels with everything. So I like the classics, but there's a lot of great stuff out there.
Well, and CapCut's also free. So
Right.
it is another free option I know that some of the things you talk about are pretty pricey because they're what pros use. And then some of them, we're going to give you guys some alternatives. Or if you just want to go do this yourself, there's some free stuff you can use and dabble. And normally that's what happens to me. I dabble in the free stuff, really like it. And then I get involved in something that's paid for. All right, you guys, we are more than halfway through the show. Liz says, don't forget old school iMovie, very intuitive, built-in templates, and a mobile version.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can be that simple. All right, guys, we're going to do the halftime video. Give Joey a second to take a sip of water. We will be back in 57 seconds.
69% of people say they'd prefer to learn about a product or service by watching a video compared to just 18% for text-based reviews. Video testimonials stem from something every company seeks out, trust. So how complicated is it to get video testimonials? With Producify, it's actually easier than you think. Our virtual producers can capture your testimonials from anywhere. Create your company video testimonial today with Producify.
All right, everybody, I'm going to bring Joey back in just a second. Thank you for tuning in for my special edition birthday show. I wish I had like a candle or a piece of cake or something. I didn't plan that well. Panera did give me a free birthday cookie, so shout out to Panera for the free birthday cookie. I missed my free drink at Starbucks, y'all. Darn, it's only on the day of now. What's up with that, Starbucks? Somebody tag Starbucks. We don't like that. We want a free drink either the day before or after our birthday, too, y'all. I had too many espresso martinis yesterday. There was no extra Starbucks run happening. Okay, lots of giveaways really quick. I'm going to cover my face up really quickly. Okay, tag Sendoso. Look, I'm the True Scoops ice cream. Okay, Producify. We got a Belkin. We just went over this MagSafe. It's awesome. I don't think it's actually called a MagSafe. I think I'm calling it the wrong word, but whatever. This goes on the back of your phone. You can turn your phone into a camera for your computer. Tom is giving away a 30-minute chat and 35 ready to go cold emails. We got Grove Cookie Company. I'm in here somewhere. They had a baby. Everybody congratulate them on their new addition, and they're giving away 2 boxes of cookies. So tag Grove Cookie Company and hashtag CAAS for that. Melissa's giving away an Amazon gift card from Expert Background Solutions. And I'm giving away a hat. Maybe I sit down. Hold on, down here. Yeah, haha. There you go. Hat, just like that. It would look like that on your face. Okay, so giving away a hat. Let's get Joey back in here. What's up?
What's up?
All right, we went over all of the things that we have to go over, which I will say, y'all, I'm so thankful for all of these people who sponsor and give us some stuff to give away so that you guys actually want to just not listen to us and win some stuff too, because I know it's fun to win some stuff. And giant shout out, I always got to give a shout out to Jesse from Whiskey Wednesday. That was one of the first shows I ever went on LinkedIn, and it was kind of how I got my start on the whole live thing. So always like to give a shout out to Jesse. Keep tagging for the giveaways. We're going to go into our final topic, which I think is going to be an exciting one. I'm sure you guys are going to have some questions. We're going to talk about using AI in video, and there's a lot of ways you can use AI. So we're going to really dive into that now. So when somebody talks about using AI in video, and let me switch us around because it's going to make me big. When somebody talks about using AI in video, where does your head go initially?
Don't do it. It's going to suck. It's going to be terrible. Stick to the classics. No, I'm just kidding. I think, like AI has done a lot forever, right? AI has been around, right? We've been using autofocus and cameras for like decades. And that's AI, right? Before that, you had to like learn how to like manually focus, and it was a whole crazy job. So AI helped out with that. And it's like anything else, it's going to help out with a lot of stuff. But you still have to like you said, you still have to have talent. You still have to put things together. You still have to sort of roll your sleeves up and work. But AI is a huge like starting point. So in regards to like writing, right, with ChatGPT, if you're looking for like different ideas and searching stuff, like Wistia has like a really cool cool prompts to use. And again, they're just going to get you like ballpark. You still have to come up with like what it is. You want to make things unique for you. Otherwise, everybody's just sort of vanilla, right? So, but if you go to Wistia, they have a really great blog post that's on like different prompts that you could use for an explainer video or a product video or an about us video and that kind of stuff. And then, from there, you're going to want to make that sort of unique to you. Going back to some of the AI like editing apps, I think they're amazing. I don't know yet how. I'm sure 100% you can definitely make a marketing video with them. We haven't, but they seem really cool. One of my favorites, I tried to use it, but truth is it actually took me a lot longer to use it than if I'm not an editor, but I do know how to use the editing softwares like Adobe. But anyway, this product is called Descript, and they're amazing. So it's called Descript.com, and they kind of do a little bit of what I was saying. They transcribe the video for you, and now you're actually working off of a Word document, and then you cut your in the Word document. You're not on Google, you're on their platform. You make cuts on the copy, and it just automatically cuts your video like that.
Okay.
And then what's that?
I said, okay, that's interesting to me.
It's
That defines the cut.
Oh yeah, so like if you go in and you'll have your whole transcript, and then if you just delete words, it's cutting that section of the video out. So
Wow.
it's really cool. And then the other thing that they did that was really, really like smart is that they have their own stock footage library. So you're in there and you just put like a slash between or a double slash. I forget what it is. But you put like a slash or a double slash between two words, and then that'll tell the program that you now want to show stock footage. And then on their platform, you just type in the type of stock footage you're looking for, and they have a plethora of it. It'll automatically just sort of piece that stuff in there. So
Wow.
it's a pretty cool, and then they do the same thing with text slides and whatnot. So there's a lot you can do there. Like I said, for me, I just like to kind of see what's going on in the horizon. I mean, that's sort of how we started Producify. We were a full scale production company. And then around 2017, I noticed that my camera ops were like, and we had these like $50,000 cameras, and my camera ops are like, hey, we could cut this iPhone video with all that other like really professional stuff we just shot. And it was like, wow, okay, so iPhones are going, at some point, we're going to be able to make like full stuff on an iPhone, right? And then, you have like movies that came out, and I think Apple's big thing was shot on an iPhone for a minute. They might still be using it. So, we kind of got ahead of that. And so I was looking at some of that stuff, and Descript is definitely a really cool one to mess with. But
Trevor's got some ideas. He says Capwing has edit by words
okay, so
and Milk Video too. So those are two
cool.
other ones that thanks
Cool.
for tuning in, Trevor. Trevor hosts a live show on LinkedIn. That's amazing. Trevor, you have a few live shows on LinkedIn now. But thanks for showing up and giving us some other ones. I feel like I've heard of Capwing before, but I've never heard of Milk Video. I have a friend who uses Descript, so I have heard of that. I want to tag him, but I put it in the wrong comment box. Remember at the beginning of the show, I was like, don't comment in this comment box. It doesn't work. And I did it, y'all. I did it. Blonde moment of the day used up. Okay. So I know in the beginning you were like, don't use it. Don't use it. I know we were joking about AI and video, but, really when it comes to AI and video, y'all have seen the bad AI, like the deep fake stuff where it's like, it's just me and like the words aren't the words that are coming out of my mouth in the beginning because they're trying to put something over it and make it sound like me. Like, y'all, that's fake. You can tell it is bad. So there is some stuff like when we say be authentic, like remember the start of the show when we're talking about be yourself, don't be funny if you're not funny. Like all of these things carry into what we're talking about right now. So use AI to help you and support you in your video, but don't use AI to try to give yourself personality or be someone you're not or all of these things, right? Like it's not going to work out for you. Okay, really quick. Trevor, okay, his hotness unleasher is on a break. Ross Cranwell is a friend and was on the 344 live. I was on that show, and Ross owns Milk Video. There we go. Tag Ross. Thanks for giving us some more people to network with. Trevor and I met in Boca when he was in town. He lives in, I believe, like, are you in Seattle, Trevor? I can't remember off the top of my head, like opposite coast of us, but it was nice to get to meet him in person. And y'all, I've met so many people on LinkedIn in person this year. I don't know what's going on. Like this is 2023's year of going back in person and meeting people in person. So getting to meet Joey in this office and the one Max, I know you're watching right now up at the front. Thanks, Max, for introducing all of us. Yep, Trevor in real life rules. It's really just that much more fun. So yes, Pacific Northwest region. Sorry to tell everybody where you live, Trevor. Apologies. Carrie says, if it's a Milk video, you can dunk the video. Carrie's got some jokes today, y'all. He was on a roll. Pacific Northwest. Jody's in the house from the Pacific Northwest as well. All right. Great. What are our last things we want to say to people about getting on video, using video? What, like, if you wanted to leave somebody with one thing today, what do you want to leave people with?
Oh, I think it's a very simple way to brand yourself, to get people to really see who you are, what you're about, what your core values are, and it's a great way to connect with people. I would say that it's not one video though. It's a series of videos. So if this is something like a journey that you're thinking of taking, at the very least, this would be some. Don't think of one video. Think of one a month or one a week, and continue to create that content. And all of your content should be giving people something of value. So it starts with every time you're kind of coming up with the topic. However, you're going to discover those topics. Every topic should be giving somebody something of value.
Give it away. Give it away. Okay, y'all, lead with the give. I know that that's always something that I've heard on LinkedIn, and a lot of y'all like to DM people and just ask and ask and ask, but lead with a give. And the other thing about this that I want to point out, what you just said, which I think is important. Yes, you need to film more than one video, but your first video is probably not going to take off. And your second video is probably not going to take off. And the third video might not get 100 likes. Like, don't look at somebody who posts video all the time and that's what they do and they're getting all of these reactions and interactions and engagement, and then you post your first video ever and you're like, it didn't work, because that's not what it's about. These people have grown this brand, they've dealt with it, they've built it, they've gained the trust. So getting on video the first few times is going to be scary. It's going to be like, oh God, 3 people watched my video and nobody liked it. Does that mean it sucked? Your video didn't suck. Don't ever worry about that. Just keep posting and keep creating. It's the only bad video is the one you're not filming.
I like that. That's great.
All right. Last chance if you want to win a giveaway. We got a few more giveaways to do. I'm going to let you give us your Fun Friday fact. Joey actually watches the show, so he knew the Fun Friday fact was coming. We get some guests on the show who don't watch the show, which is actually okay, but they don't watch the show, so they're always caught off guard. If you have a Fun Friday fact, drop it in the comments, but let's hear from Joey. What is your Fun Friday fact?
My Fun Friday fact is 85% of people watch videos on social media without sound.
Caption your
Yeah.
videos.
So caption, and really do more than that, right? So caption is like is the basic, right? You should have burned in captions. You shouldn't let, YouTube or LinkedIn auto add your captions. You should be doing it yourself. But go over and above that. You should have animated text slides throughout your videos. If you watch like the content that I have on my LinkedIn channel, you can watch the videos without sound and you should get an idea of what they're about. And really, when you're reviewing your videos, that's the first thing you should do is turn off the sound, and can everybody get an idea of what it is without the sound? Because you put all the money or time into creating this video and then nobody's watching it with sound. So if you don't have, like, stand out from just the basic captions on the bottom. I know people are using some of those like AI, I think it's AI generated captions that come out and it's like you see each word coming out like that. And that's awesome. If you want to go that route, do it. Otherwise, if you have the resources, add even more animated like typography that comes out with text and imaging throughout your video that's large enough for somebody to see.
I love it. I love it. Chris Bogue also told us, or told me and like a group of people I know, that you can use hashtag captioned to find other videos that are captioned. So if that's something that I know I personally don't ever want to have the sound on my phone, I'm always doing 50 million things at once. You can actually search for the hashtag captioned and find some captioned videos of your own. All right. You guys are all tight. Look, Mark says that's me. Watching it with no sound. That's me. And Nomi says today is French Independence Day. Amazing. Look, that's a fun Friday fact. And Stacy says it's the first time here live. Finally made it. Stacy, so glad that you could make it live today. If you did not enter yet, Stacy, start entering to win the prizes. We're going to draw those in 1 minute. Trevor says my Bard shoots smog text overlay video was better without the sound, in my opinion. Posted it yesterday. Okay. See, his video was better without the sound. Y'all, that means you're doing it right. All right. Are we excited? Are we excited to win some stuff? Let's see what we got going on. I got all these giveaway tools going. Okay, we had 6 people. Only 6 of you entered to win the Amazon gift card. Y'all, what are you doing? We had 8 people enter to win the Producify giveaway. Sendoso, we got 13 entries. SD Lab, we got 5. 8 for the LWL hat. Grove Cookie Company, we got 13. Y'all aren't hashtagging CAAS. Y'all need to get those cookies in. All right, we're going to do some giveaways. Thank you really for coming on. I really do want to say thank you to you. I know you've been traveling and doing a lot, Joey. So having to have you rush back and come on the show, I really appreciate it. And I know that this one was kind of a fun one and a little interesting with all of these sponsors and giveaways going on. But we like having you on, and thanks for sponsoring our show this month.
Thank you so much for having me. This was amazing. Love it. Love the audience, and
Awesome.
This was a lot of fun.
Ah, you guys are so great. Okay, let me move us over. Let's share the screen, present my screen, share my screen. Y'all, this is when you can see how blind I am or blonde I am. Okay, we'll do Grove cookies first. You all love some Grove cookies. Share the screen. Can you see my screen? Say yes, Joey, if you can see it.
I can see it.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Drum roll, please. Who's going to be the winner? It's going to be... Jody Wilson wants some cookies. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I need like some sound effects in here. I'm sure I don't like do them that well, but sorry, y'all. All right, let's do the next one. So, Jody, I will hook you up with Grove Cookie Company. Please tag them when you get your cookies in. And let's do the next giveaway. The next one we're gonna do will be, let's do yours. Where is it? Where is it? Producify giveaway. All right, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Boop, boop, boop. Let's go. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? This is like one of my favorite parts, and you see it like Who is it? Who is it? Kelsey, you won one of these wonderful things. And I know Kelsey has an iPhone. So Kelsey will be able to use this. Kelsey has, I believe, a new iPhone. So it will be a magnet for you, Kelsey. You will love that. All right. Congratulations, Kelsey. Tag us when you get that. I will hook you up with Joey after the show. Let's do the next one. This is going to be for our Amazon gift card. Amazon, $25 to Amazon. Expert Background Solutions. Thank you, Melissa. Let's draw. Who's going to win some money for Amazon? It's going to be Jody. Okay, we did say that you could only win one time per episode, though, Jody. So we're going to draw again because you did win the cookies. And we've had StreamYard, like the giveaway tool, has been kind of picking the same people in the giveaways. So we just want to make sure that the tool is not like sticking and being weird and picking the same people. So Nomi, you won the Amazon gift card. Jody, you got the cookies. All right, let's do the next one. I did go over all of that at the beginning of the show. If you tuned in late, go back and watch it. I promise I'd said all the rules in the beginning. Okay, this is for Tom with the SD Lab. This is going to be 35 cold emails as well as a 30-minute call with Tom. Tom is the cold calling king. So if you are in sales, Tom is definitely somebody who will help you. Liz is our winner of the Tom SD giveaway. Liz, I'll hook you up with Tom after. I think we only have one or two more giveaways. I know, y'all, we don't normally do this many giveaways. Okay. Let's do the hat. If you want a lessons with Lauren hat, one of you is going to get one of these. Let's see who's getting the hat. Black and pink hat coming at you. Lisa, I will hook up with you after the show and I will get you your hat. What else did we have to give away? We have another cookies to give away. What else? I feel like there's so many things today, Joey. So much stuff. Okay, Kelsey won, Nomi won, Liz won, Lisa won. What else do we have? We have cookies, and we have the Sendoso giveaway with the do-it-yourself ice cream. Let's do that one. 15 entries for Sendoso, which is a great corporate gifting company. Boop, boop, boop. Who's it gonna be? Chris Jarvis. Congratulations, Chris. He's won before. Chris, I will hook you up with Katie Pinner after the show. And then this is the last one, y'all. We're going to do the last cookies. Hashtag CAAS. This is your last opportunity. On your mark. Get set. 11 of you. There we go. We get some more cookies up in the house. These are the best cookies, y'all. Literally so yummy. If I got them, I would eat all 6 in one sitting and then have to go to the gym. Emmy won the cookies. Congratulations, Emmy. Y'all, this was fun. Thank you so much. I didn't give you guys my fun Friday fact. My fun Friday fact is that I am just blessed with all of you, and I have over 250 LinkedIn DMs that I have to respond to, but I'm going to get back to each one of you personally who wished me a happy birthday. Thank you so much for taking the time. Even if you just clicked the little automated happy birthday, you took 2 seconds, and I appreciate you. But if you have DM'd me for anything important, you might want to send it again, because there's a whole bunch of messages and I didn't see you in there. So that's a wrap for the show today, guys. It's 4 o'clock. If you need anything, you know where to find us. We'll be here next week at 3. Joey, it was fun.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.